Hey everybody, Chris here at U-Joint. Got another fix-it job. This one has quite a story to it. I think it originated as a Border Patrol van because it's a V10 extended body 2008 with an hour meter on it, and it's got 400 something hours on it with low mileage. So if we did some digging, I bet we'd find some of that yellow spraying insulation somewhere, but that doesn't matter. This van was originally built at CCV in Colorado. It's to my knowledge that the guy who had it built there and had the interior and pop top done didn't like the way it drove. I think his wife said, fix it or get rid of it. He sent it to AJ's in Oregon for a fix. That didn't work, so he sold it. He sold it to the current owner, who is now in the same position. His wife said, fix it or get rid of it. So he was on vacation in Colorado, met a customer of mine that has an extended body high top van, and they started chatting like us four-wheel drive van guys do when we're out and about. And he said, well, how does yours drive? And my buddy Kyle was like, perfect. Like, I drive it. He's got a big high top, aluminum high top on it. You've probably seen it in some of our photos when we go camping. He said, I drive my van like 80, 85 with two fingers. Like, what are you talking about? And the owner of this van said, well, yeah, I don't do that in mine. It's scary. And now I know why, because I just did an initial test drive on it, and oh my God, it is horrible. Constant correction on the steering wheel. Doesn't want to return to center. It turns one direction further than the other. I'm going to edit in some video here of me driving it. Yeah, I can understand why it's scary. And you have to have two hands on the wheel and pay the most attention to it at all times. The rest of the build doesn't look too bad. It's got a Sterling in the back. Doesn't look like we're going to need to redo much back there. We might change the drive shafts around, but we're going to convert it to our 6-inch leaf kit. So, radius arms are the problem. I've been anti-radius arm for a long time, and this proves my point yet again. Even with two stabilizers on it, it drives horrendous. And it has to do with that track bar angle. You feel every, I don't even want to say bump, you feel every change in the road in this thing. And it's because, in my opinion, of that track bar angle. Obviously, that's where bump steer comes from. So this axle has to move to the right under compression. The springs of this thing are super soft, so you get a lot of axle movement. If it had stiffer springs, it might make it a little better, but I still don't think that's a fix to the problem. If you've ever put in one of these axles, you'll realize that the radius arm bushings are super stiff. They don't allow much side-to-side movement. So, as the suspension compresses and the axle wants to move to the passenger side, it can't because the radius arms are so stiff. So what happens? You get bump steer. It moves the steering wheel because the steering is the only variable in the system. So, I hope that makes sense. This does have air lockers front and rear. You can see one of the air lines just chilling right there. We're going to move that, and we're going to fix the ABS and the TPMS and figure out why the check engine light's on. So we'll tear it down soon. We're going to rip all this stuff out, convert it to our 6-inch leaf so he can drive this thing with two fingers as fast as he wants in confidence. So thanks for watching. Keep posted. I'll do another video once we have it in the air. If we find anything else, I will let you guys know. Have a great day. Here's a video of me driving it. All right, so I got Steven to drive the van so I can film it better. I tried to film myself and it just didn't really look right because you couldn't tell that I was or wasn't touching the steering wheel. But here he is making small corrections. We're getting ready to come over a little bridge that goes over the creek, and you're going to see the steering wheel move a lot when we hit that transition right there. I mean, right now, so go ahead and get in the center and let go. Watch this. Wow. And he went completely in the other lane. Like, that is not okay. All right, here we are just up the street from the shop. You can see this road just got paved. It's super smooth. And if Steven feels safe enough, he's going to take his hands off the wheel, so you can see how much it's moving. Just driving down the road, and you have to. I mean, you have about 2-3 seconds before you're in the other lane. Constant steering corrections. When we get over this hill, you'll see. Here we go. We're going to hit a little transition here. Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna fix that. Thanks for watching. If you don't follow us on Instagram or Facebook, please do. I will be posting pics of this as we build it, and I'll definitely do a follow-up video once we get it right. And then we'll do another video of us driving it over the same loop, which is our standard loop, and you guys will see the difference and how long he can keep his hands off the steering wheel. Yeah. What do you think?
Scary.
It is. All right. Everybody have a good day. Bye. Constant.